Hey guys, it's I didn't know if I really wanted to make this video or not, but I just had a lot to say and I've been kind of just upset and going through a lot, and I think it's a good thing to kind of get it out there what's actually been going on. So I may have mentioned that I was getting a surgery done. Um, I won't say it's a major surgery in a way that, they knock you out and, organs or something like that. This was cosmetic surgery to correct what was messed up in an accident I was in when I was a child. I was 13. I was struck by a vehicle. And I had my front teeth knocked out. My brother picked him up and off the ground. I don't remember a lot of the accident, but I had my brother and my mom there with me. We were actually leaving the dentist office after getting my final braces off, and we decided to celebrate. We were gonna go to this. It's a really well-known bread place, but they make really amazing just apple bread and pumpkin bread. So we were just you know what, we're gonna get something good to eat. We'll bring it home, whatever. I didn't make it. My mom was kind of in a rush to get home, and they had been ahead of me, and so they were pretty much halfway across the street, because we're in a shopping center. It's a strip mall, and I was crossing, and I was behind them maybe a couple of feet, and I was struck by I believe it was a Toyota Camry. I don't remember the impact of the accident itself. I remember laying on the ground. It was really hot, and I could feel my legs burning because I was wearing shorts, and it was during the summertime, and the asphalt was just so hot, and I knew I wasn't okay because I couldn't talk, and just my entire it was 5 teeth that were knocked out originally. And I had a great big amount of the gum in the front that was all just messed up and hanging down. I know once the paramedics arrived, they were told to be really careful about moving me because they were afraid I may have some internal bleeding and broken bones. I didn't have any internal bleeding. I didn't have any broken bones. What I had was the teeth knocked out and the tissue damage, and I had some scars. I was cut up on my knees and my elbows, and just more superficial stuff. I mean, I have some scars, but they make me derma for scars. It takes a while to recover from that. So I was told after I recovered and they reimplanted the actual teeth into my mouth, that they would probably not last the roots because of the amount of trauma that I had. So we didn't know how long it was going to be, but because they had to be reimplanted and because of the amount of tissue loss, because like I said, they pulled out a good amount, the teeth had actually formed a large gap on one side. My teeth are like this, and they're kind of slanted. I can't really show you because I have a flipper, and now that we're going to make some changes on that, and I'll explain that a little bit better. But so probably a couple of months afterwards, after that healed up. Penny, shush. Penny, come here. Sorry, I got my 2 dogs behind me. So a while after getting, recovering from the actual accident itself, maybe a year later, they did maxillofacial surgery, which they actually removed a 6th tooth and put in a bone graft up here to help bring it down and maybe make it a little bit more level. So that helped a lot because I couldn't, before the gap was so big I could actually stick my thumb in my mouth with my bite actually closed. So that was really bad. And that was probably the toughest surgery I had. Like, I had the tube up my nose, and they actually, that's probably the more extreme out of the ones that I've received. And then it was this year, so almost 8 to 9 years later, that I received this surgery where I actually went into the dentist. We went to a new dentist because my actual one that we were going to before, the orthodontist and dentist guy, he had actually passed away. He had manic depressant, and he killed himself. So I'm not going to go into detail about that out of respect for his family. But you know what, he did a lot of really good work, and he, saved me, and I was able to get through that like really awkward time. So I'm 23 now, and this new guy, he did some x-rays and told me that my roots, sorry, I can't say T's with this thing in my mouth, were reabsorbing, and the teeth were dying. So there was only so much he could do. Like, he could, I'd already had the root canals done, and so the teeth were dead. I don't even have any, I didn't even have any roots in them anymore. And so he decided that I should schedule to come in like 1 to 2 weeks time after having the x-rays done, and he wanted to do a surgery to remove the front 5 teeth. The maxillofacial took out the one on the side where I had a gap to cut up here and put in the bone graft. So I had a missing tooth already. So they removed the 5 in the front, and then I was given this. It's really self-conscious. Like, you don't feel like you don't feel attractive. You don't feel like you can be like, oh, I'm just gonna put on some nice clothes and I'll curl my hair real nice. Like, I don't feel like me. And I know I will. This is step 1 was the extraction. Then I have to wait until the gums heal, and then I get a second surgery where I'm gonna get the metal implants. I wanted a permanent solution. Like, I don't want to have to deal with taking out my teeth and putting them in a cup. Like, that's disgusting. I don't even want to think about that as a possibility. So I decided to get implants, which was really hard for me to accept. And this is, my teeth have always been something I've been really self-conscious about, but I kind of like let them go after the accident. I didn't wear my retainer. I just didn't care. Like, who cares? I could always fit in my bottom one. I had no trauma done in my bottom ones, but those were almost straight. So I'm probably going to have to get braces on my lower, and I want to fix the remaining molars on each side to give me a little bit of better bite. I do have a natural hereditary way that I smile, that one side of my lip is a little bit like crooked. So that kind of helps hide the fact that I am going to be having, teeth that aren't really mine. They're not going to look like this because this just looks really fake. I want them to have a little bit more of a softer look, where they're not like so chiclety, where they look like I've got like pieces of gum stuck up there. I don't want that. I don't want people to know unless like I want to tell them. Like, it's not like I want to lie or like pull the wool over somebody's eyes. Like, obviously I'm putting that video out there so people will know, but like people, who don't watch my video aren't going to know, or people who I go to interview aren't going to know. It's like get jobs and stuff. So yeah, so that'll be another 5 months, and they put in the titanium screws, and then you have to wait another 5 months for it to heal, and then they give you another denture that'll look more like my teeth will in the end, and then they give me a bridge which are the permanent crowns that go on top of it, and then I'll be pretty good. It's gonna be a little bit more difficult to like clean around and stuff because they're not really like regular teeth. You kind of have to be a lot more gentle with them because, well, I mean they're hard. They're made out of porcelain, so they're not. But like nothing can really like mimic real tooth enamel and real teeth. You know, like people are gonna know a little bit. Like I don't know. And just it is something that's really hard to hide. Like I know people who have dentures and I know people who have implants, but theirs are in the back. Mine are my front teeth. There, you know, like this is making me talk funny, and I don't want it to look weird, and I want the swelling to finish going down. I'm still swollen up in my nose, a little bit swollen here, like the upper lip is still like really numb to the touch, and a little bit puffy. And I'm just tired. Like the only thing I've been eating right now, I'm kind of like an accidental vegetarian. Like I'm somebody who loves fruit. Like I don't eat a lot of meat in my natural diet to begin with, but I like, you know, having a chicken wings or a piece of fish or something like that. But when you're eating nothing but like Gerber graduates and, you know, stuff that you can throw into a blender, like you get really sick of it, and it's really hard. And it's, you know, I've had a couple breakdowns where I'm just done. I'm really just done. And I know I'm just starting, which makes it even harder. Like, I know that this is only the beginning of this, and I know I have quite a bit more to go, probably a good year or two. It's just tough. And just got a new puppy, so that's a happy thing, and she gets along well with my older dog. Hold on a minute. Let me see if I can get her. You'll have to look at my couch really quick. Hey, you. Hello, puppy. Oh, let me get you new. Let Rusty in. Come on, puppies. You okay? I know. You're tired. I'm gonna put you down. I just want to show them you. This is Penny. She's super cute. She's almost 4 months old now. She is an Australian Shepherd. I'm gonna put her down because she wants to sleep, and I just kind of like picked her up. She's a full-bred Australian Shepherd. I have a mix too. He's a Australian Shepherd Lab mix. We just really like the breed and the activity and the temperament. And he's really good with other girl dogs, so we decided for the first time to get a girl dog. So yeah, I'm gonna end the video there because I think it's getting a little bit long, and I'm probably gonna go eat something and take a Tylenol. But thanks, and I would like to thank Kat and Sarah as well. Just kind of tough day, and I'm trying to take it like one at a time, you know. All right, bye.